some FPs here. Uh, Starting off small with the Wonders Ring, and the should be getting increasingly higher as we go along the videos. We got some huge FPs in play, at least for this video. So going in for the Wandering Ring. Now we're going in for a little bit more. Trying to put these at faster speed so we can go through this as fast as possible. Now I haven't FP'd in a while, so as you guys might have seen previous videos, I lost a lot of money. I kept losing. I had, I think, about 11 or 12 streak. So after that I decided, hey, you know what, no more FPing for me, and I just started merging, and the goal was to hit 1Q before I get back to FPing. So that I'm glad to say it actually happened. We finally had at least 1Q bank, and in celebration of that, now we're doing some FPs. Trying to stay. I'm only doing FPs that are gonna keep me, even if I lose, at 1Q bank. So this way, I don't have to start from scratch again, because boy, it's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna continue. All right, so now those are a couple of old clips. We're going back to some recent clips. A quick pot with no pit hair. I had a few extra gladiator weapons which I pulled out of the caskets. So figured, you know what, might as well. Yeah, and then we got a comment here saying that I'm FPing because I don't really FP at all, at least not in the last probably 4 months. So we busted there. Now we're going back in for a rematch for two more. So I had six total, and now I have two left. So after this gamble, we'll see how much we're left with after that as well. So we're gonna go in. By the way, he just won the first FP. So this is the second one. We don't have anything. He already has a pair, and he gets a two pair, and we get a one pair. So there you go. Those are gladiator tokens. So right away, someone sold me 3 gladiator tokens on the spot. So I decided, you know what, let's just go in for a rematch, try to get those gladiator tokens back against No Pet again. So let's see, we get a blue. Oh, he gets a blue. We have a purple. Nope, nothing yet. He already has a pair, and we get a pair, and he gets a two pair, obviously, because this game is rigged. Just kidding. All right, so now we're going in for a bit of a bigger FP. So this is again a little bit of older clip, but we're gonna go in FP Lunars against Wizard. He, I think, just wanted to FP me Lunars, kept asking, and you know, I was like, I can't sell these right now, so might as well go ahead. And what happens? We get a two pair, of course, and we win. So this is the first time we won such a big pot. So now he wanted to buy him back, so I sold it back right away to him for 180 trill. I mean, I think it's a good deal for him. These are like 200 trill right now. Bit of a smaller pot, just it's in there, so might as well go ahead and showcase it. Again, I haven't been FPing a lot, so I try to stay away from this addiction, but you know, eventually you just end up going back. Alright, so you got a pair, yeah, we got a pair, and we lost. Two pairs versus one pair. Alright, so made a deal with Wizard. If he buys my items, I will go ahead and FP him the lunar. So after he lost that lunar, he asked me to FP again. I wanted to stop, but you know, a deal is a deal. So he bought the items I had, which is where I reached my 1Q cash goal, right? So this is apart from that 1Q goal, but at this point I have one quad in cash. So in celebration of that, we're gonna go ahead and FP. So again, this is two lunars pot. So start off, and of course he pairs right off the bat. We get a pair, and we oak. Is he gonna oak back? No. So we won that as well. So that was huge, right? We finally got our cash, and now we have 4 lunars. As you can see, I was very excited. So he wanted to sell back the items for the lunar set as a rematch, because I guess he wanted the lunars, but he also wanted to stake them. So we got those back. And now this is a more recent clip. So this guy just kept bugging me to go ahead and FP him. He was trying to FP 1.1 or 1.2 quad. So I wasn't gonna do that. So he said, you know what, at least do lunars. So then I did lunars, and obviously this was actually a third FP. I FP'd him prior to this as well, and won. So this was just sort of a rematch for him. And then he says, "Sit, kid." Okay, sure. So we're gonna go ahead and open up a couple of grand promos. So figured might as well get these opened as well. And the first one we don't get anything. Second one we don't get anything except for just cosmetic. All right, so now we're gonna go in for some additional pots. Okay, so the same deal I made earlier is he's gonna go ahead and buy these lunars for cash. If he buys a lunar, I'll just go ahead and FP him a second set. He wanted to keep FPing me and I didn't want to have more and more sets. So we're gonna go ahead, lunar versus 270 troll cash. And good luck. At this point, I won 2 in a row from him. So I had a good feeling that I was gonna lose. And I still did it, you know, might as well. So here we go. He's got a pair, we don't have anything. And we ended up clutching with a pair. So we're gonna go ahead and replant. Yellow, blue, nothing yet. Nothing yet. And we still don't have anything. And we get a pair versus his bus. Nice. So now we have that cash as well. And back to the 1 quad cash. Alright, so here we're just going in for some lunar chaps versus a bunch of extra items. I don't really know why I did this pot. I mean, it broke my set if I were to lose. But anyways, alright, he's got a pair and 2 pair. Alright, so now we're gonna go in for lunars versus lunar top and bottom plus the gladiator. Still have that lunar set or the lunar top left, but let's see if we can win back our lunar chaps and all the extra items that he had. Alright, so we're starting off with a pair. He has 1 pair and we get a 2 pair. No, we get a 1 pair. It's hard to see these colors, especially now with this background. Alright, so we got a pair, he's got a pair, and we clutch with 2 pairs. There you go. So now we got our lunar set back and a bunch of extra items. Alright, so this is that same wall guy. This is the biggest pot I've ever done. So this is a 1 quad pot. And this was after the lunar pot. So the videos are a little bit back and forth. But this was the pot that was after I won the lunar versus the 270 cash. And so we're gonna go in. Alright, so there you go. And we get 1 pair, he gets a 1 pair. So we're gonna go back in. And we got people all cheering for him. So he made a bunch of money recently, so he has a bunch of people after him. We get a 2 pair and we full house. That was an insane clutch. There we go. So that was a 1 quad pot. Alright, so in celebration, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open up a grand promo. And look at that, pet fuse. And we're gonna open up the pet fuse. Can we pull the whelp? Can we do it? I thought about it and then I could have waited to enchant it, but I didn't. And obviously we got junk. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.